Zack Snyder has never been one to give in to fan expectations or diminish the scope of his vision by conforming to studio requirements, and the DCU has proven that. Hello, viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. For the better part of his career, Zack Snyder has led a rebellion against Hollywood's entrenched studio system that dictates what goes in and out of the commercial production plant. The director stands against the monotonous, formulaic, and predictable, even when it comes to intellectual properties like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. The holy trio of the DC comic book universe has held power since their inception in the late 1930s and early 1940s. Their origin stories have undergone countless iterations across different eras in the hands of different filmmakers. However, DC finds a way to bring back immortal heroes to a new setting every decade. Zack Snyder was one of many artists who attempted to imprint their vision on the DC landscape. But so far, he remains the only director whose films have been divisive enough to destroy a 100-year-old studio. All because he refused to submit to the demands of the World Bank and the capital's overcooked formula. Year after year, DC attempted to establish a stronghold in the realistic world of comic book animation with projects starting as early as the 1940s. Whether it's Adam West's cartoonish entertainment, Kevin Conroy's immortal animated hero, Christian Bale's Dark Crusader, or Robert Pattinson's Loner, Batman is the one character who has faced the most unpredictable changes over the years. Meanwhile, Superman has remained fairly consistent despite his many iterations, as no filmmaker has had the wherewithal to mess with DC's golden hero. However, Zack Snyder took a sledgehammer to the world of CBM by challenging the values and principles that shape and define DC's superheroes. Not only was Snyder's extended universe R-rated, it was also bloodier, grittier, sexier, and dangerously addictive. His superheroes are not defined by specific values and guidelines that are useless in a corrupt world like ours. Instead, they turn themselves into vigilantes with morally questionable morals to fight crime in a cruel and unjust world. For a director as smart and provocative as Zack Snyder, restrictions and standards do more harm than good while crafting an entire world of characters brimming with rich, untapped potential. DC presented a sandbox full of comic book heroes whose mythologies transcended their individuality, and Snyder used this aspect of DC's legacy to create an entirely new universe. In the DC Extended Universe, established properties like Superman and Batman have tapped into their darker impulses and unleashed a harsher side of their identities that isn't available in any other adaptation. It's for this reason that the DCU has been as much reviled as it has been idolized, for the unique eccentricities and challenging traits of Snyder's questionable superheroes. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, the director reviewed his fragile relationship with DC, Warner Brothers, and fans by addressing what went into the making of his very divisive extended universe. And I never looked at it as a job where, oh, I'm a DC engineer. I need to create entertainment for DC. It sells toys, and it's for the fans, and it's fun for everyone. I didn't care about it. I love Batman, I love Superman, and I wanted to make something cool. You picked the wrong guy if you wanted a product. Conversely, current DC President James Gunn has embraced a mindset that couldn't be more different from Snyder's. Gunn's rebooted DCU honors the century-old legacy of the comic book industry by recreating the original plot lines of Superman, Batman, and all the other heroes of the future.
Cavill was born in Jersey, the largest and southernmost of the Channel Islands, which are dependent territories of the British Crown and are located off the coast of Normandy, France. He is the fourth of 5 sons of Marianne Cavill, née Dalgliesh, a secretary, and Colin Cavill, a stockbroker. The family lived in St. Helier, where Henry Cavill grew up playing computer games with his brothers. At age 13, he left Jersey to attend the Stowe School, a boarding school in Buckinghamshire, England. At Stowe, Cavill developed an interest in acting and participated in school productions, including Grease, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Tom Stoppard's Dog's Hamlet. At age 16, he and his classmates had the opportunity to be extras in the movie Proof of Life, 2000, starring Russell Crowe. While on set, Cavill introduced himself to the recent Oscar winner, who encouraged him to pursue acting professionally. Cavill soon landed a role in Vendetta, 2001, followed by another in Kevin Reynolds' big-screen adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo, 2002. For the part of Albert Mandigo, Cavill, who has said that he was teased for being overweight as a kid, was encouraged to lose several pounds. In addition, Cavill had guest roles in a number of British television shows as well as supporting parts in the coming-of-age film I Capture the Castle, 2003, and an adaptation of the Celtic romance Tristan plus Isolde, 2006. During this period, Cavill auditioned for several iconic roles, including Superman and James Bond, which ultimately went to Brandon Routh in Superman Returns and Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, both 2006, respectively. Those setbacks led him to consider following in the footsteps of two of his elder brothers and joining the armed forces. In 2007, however, Cavill garnered his first leading role in The Tudors, a cable series following the exploits of Henry VIII, played by Irish actor Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. Cavill portrayed Charles Brandon, a loyal courtier to the king. The series helped make Cavill a familiar face, and during its 4 seasons, 2007 to 10, he also appeared in such films as the adventure fantasy Stardust, 2007, and the Woody Allen comedy Whatever Works, 2009. After The Tudors, Cavill proved his skill as an action star, playing Greek hero Theseus in Immortals, 2011, and the son of a CIA agent, played by Bruce Willis, in The Cold Light of Day, 2012. In 2011, Cavill announced that he had been cast as Clark Kent/Superman in Man of Steel, 2013. He later admitted that he had missed the call from director Zack Snyder offering him the job because he had been playing the online game World of Warcraft. To portray the Man of Steel, Cavill transformed his body, adding so much muscle that he sometimes split the seams of his Superman costume. He also had the opportunity to work alongside Crow, who played Superman's father. Jor-El. Cavill went on to reprise the role in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016, starring opposite Ben Affleck as Batman, and in Justice League, 2017, featuring such DC comic book heroes as Wonder Woman, played by Israeli actress Gal Gadot. In between Superman films, Cavill starred in director Guy Ritchie's big-screen adaptation of The Man from UNCLE, 2015, playing a CIA agent who teams up with a KGB agent, played by Armie Hammer, and in Sandcastle, 2017, portraying a Special Forces captain on a 2003 tour of Iraq. Cavill then played the main antagonist in Mission Impossible Fallout, 2018, the 6th installment of Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible series. In 2019, he assumed the lead role in the hit Netflix series The Witcher, based on the novels by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski, whose sources include Polish mythology and Slavic folklore. Cavill played Sherlock Holmes, the elder brother of aspiring sleuth Enola Holmes in the movies Enola Holmes, 2020, and Enola Holmes 2, 2022. In 2022, Cavill had a cameo as Superman in Black Adam, renewing speculation that he was planning a return to the role 5 years after Justice League. Cavill confirmed the rumors in the fall, but a couple of months later he wrote on Instagram that the studio had decided to go in a different direction.